Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Here's something worth updating, and so you get another update about Ethereum. So Ethereum has dropped below the level that I mentioned, and we talked about the $2,800 level. That was a very, very important one. That was the previous high here on the 2nd of February. So where are we actually coming from? Obviously, we're coming from an all-time high that was back then a target area up here that was perfectly reached. We had a double top. We've been moving down in this channel then for a while in this ABC correction, right? And we are currently in the C wave, which again forms a 5-wave structure as per the Elliott Wave method and Elliott Wave count. So far we're facing here probably the completion of the wave 4. The thing is with these, you never really know when they are complete, so there is still a potential it could push higher from here, but looking at the structure, this very much looks like a 3-wave structure. We've got an A, B and a C, and or within this whole thing you have your A, B, C, and we could already start now our move down of that wave 5. The wave 5 itself would consist of 5 waves again, so you've got your wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? That is what I primarily expect, and that I've been talking about all the way, even when we moved up here all the way to the end of the target area. And so far it's worked out perfectly because Ethereum has maxed out the target area. We talked about unless Ethereum breaks above 3,440 or 3,430, doesn't really matter, these $10, yeah, I primarily continue to expect here a move down. And you will see that in the last few days and weeks, a lot of people got super bullish again, and I said that the low could theoretically be in, but because we hit my blue target area here, which again is sitting between key Fibonacci retracement levels, which are typically seen in such a correction, and therefore the low could be in. Bitcoin, for example, hasn't seen that. So given the bigger picture, my expectation that Bitcoin is still going to see these lower levels, my primary expectation remains or has remained that we're going to see lower levels again. And to be fair, we haven't seen those lower levels again yet, but we're moving with fast pace into the area. In my last update, we had just broken that $2,800 area. And if I go to the hourly chart, we see that, not the 2 hour, the 1 hour, you will see that even better here. So the $2,800 level, that was a very, very important level. That was the previous high here. There was a bit of a zone going on here between 2,800 and 2,850. I told you if we can hold above that, and that was all related to Fibonacci levels, if we can hold above that and can make a higher high here, then the low could be in. But obviously, as I said in the last video already, before we broke that after we broke the 2,800, we've made a lower high, yeah, and then we broke it obviously. So the uptrend is sort of broken, and now we're moving down. We even moved out of the yellow target area for the wave 4. Again, here in that yellow target area, we had 3 target ranges or 3 target levels. One was the absolute minimum Ethereum needed to do for a wave 4 retracement. It did do that with ease. Then we had one here in the middle, which was the ideal target level for a wave 3. Even that was surpassed, and Ethereum made it very, very exciting because we moved all the way up to the top, the maximum actually a wave 4 should do, as per the Elliott Waves. But then we even had here the higher support, the higher resistance level of that wave 4 previously. Yeah, but this was maxed out, and it was not surpassed. Yeah, we didn't break that. So now we've even left the target area again. Yeah, so we've since then moved below 3 Fibonacci levels that are in this target area again. And yeah, I'm going to take out now that target area because I think we've done what we needed to do in the wave 4, and we can now move down in the wave 5 as indicated in my primary expectation and in the last few videos. To be fair, it is always obviously difficult to leave emotions aside. That's what you need to do in trading and investing, in my view. Also for me, you know, when you move up from the low here that we obviously talked about and also forecasted, but if you move up from here, from that wave 3 low, all the way at like 50% to the upside, it's difficult to remain bearish. It really is. But I always try my best to flag out and to point out alternatives, but then also mention what my primary expectation remains. So here it got very exciting and interesting. Had we broken that 3,440 level, in that case, we would have had to have a look at the underlying structure and see if this would have supported new all-time highs. I did mention my skepticism around this structure here, that you have these strong retracements, and no clear impulse forming. So I think that is what we are seeing now. It's still not there yet. And however, this move down looks much more impulsive. So I think we're heading further down. We're soon going to face support. The support will be, if I zoom out again, you see that channel here. I mean, for example, we've got Solana still in the channel. It's a similar structure there. We've got Cardano in the channel. Ethereum, obviously, because it did max out that yellow target area, it just shows the bullishness still in the Ethereum chart and the potential of Ethereum to outperform Bitcoin in the next move up. It did outperform Bitcoin here in the move up, and did max out pretty much the target area as well. And it has broken out of the channel. That is, by the way, what Bitcoin did as well. So there will be support when we try to break back into the channel, but maybe we don't even need to break back into the channel, because even if you move down like that, I mean, we can just look at the chart. What you do, you could maybe find support here, bounce off a little bit. So there will be some sort of a move up again. Maybe another lower high, because nothing moves down in a straight line, and then you could come down here again into this target area. So if we say that we might actually be here currently in a wave 3, as I've just indicated, so you could say, right, we are moving down here in 1, 2, that could be the 3, 4, and then 5. Possible, absolutely possible. And if we find support, I'd say we're probably gonna find support here at 2,400 roughly. Let's see how that translates into a target area for a wave 3. So to do that, we want to get an understanding of where the 1.618 Fibonacci extension level is, because the wave 3 target is typically at least the 1.618 Fibonacci extension, but usually in the range between the 1.618 and the 200%. So fair enough. So that would be lying. We're not there yet. So let me just highlight that on the chart, and we can see in the next video if that was actually accurate. So the next support would be here at 2,550. That's the 1.618 extension of the wave 1 to the downside. So that could be one of the ideal targets for a wave 3. So from here, I would say, but also normally if we break that, then the next level will be here 2,375. So pretty much measuring from the other way round, you get the blue target area as Fibonacci levels. So you can see them on the left hand side here. The 0.786 Fib level is at 2,379. So they work well together. They are very much aligned. And to be honest, that blue area should be moved a little bit lower as per these Fibs. So like that. So there you go. So they do align, and in this scenario, I think that is where we could bounce off in a wave 3 at the latest at 2,375. Then maybe move up here in another wave 4. We need to see where the wave 3 stops to measure the wave 5 and calculate the wave 5, and then you could move down here to calculate the wave 4, and then we can also calculate the wave 5. So I think that is what is going to play out, my primary expectation. Bear in mind, nothing moves down in a straight line. And if we take a look on the indicators, which I find very relevant for crypto, for example, the RSI also would support lower prices. We're far away from being oversold. Well, not that far away, but we are at 39 only. As you can see here in the beginning of last drop here, end of January, we moved all the way down to a level of 21. That, however, had led to quite a significant price increase. So you don't necessarily want to drop that low, because we are waiting for lower prices. We want the lower prices to happen. And then we want to wait for Bitcoin to drop as well, so that we can then finally start new all-time highs. So yeah, there is still more room, however, to drop further. I mean, if you take a look at the recent drops, to be honest, Ethereum always got down to a level of around 20 when it was oversold. So okay, so we can expect here probably still further drops all the way down to a level of 20. So be ready for that. The MACD, by the way, is also showing here bearish crossover. We did talk about that in the previous videos as well, that if that is coming, you're going to see also an effect on the price, and that is just fueling and just showing how the price is dropping further. It just shows the selling momentum that's going on. 4-day chart, very relevant as well. It looked a bit like that Ethereum was starting here a new uptrend, but that has stopped now, and that is nothing a cryptocurrency or an asset would do in an uptrend. And when the lows are already in, you can see the 4-day chart, which is really meaningful for crypto, is just moving down further. Yeah, so the reducing selling momentum is over. It's now increasing again, the selling momentum, and the RSI on the 4-day chart also has more space to move lower. Here, however, recently in every drop, the price didn't, or the RSI did not drop that far. The maximum we had here was 25, but rather I think you're going to find support here at 30 or just below 30. Looking at the weekly chart, also here much more scope to fall further on the weekly. So we're all in all time frames, we're basically in the bearish range. And then what still scares me a bit is here on the monthly chart, there is still much more room for further drops. And very, very scary is that MACD that hasn't even crossed bearish. Bitcoins did already cross bearish. If that crosses bearish, and it will, then we're going to, I'm not sure what's happening then. But it also depends on the shorter time frames. But obviously, if the lowest area of support in this current scenario that I have on the chart is the $1,700 range. Yeah, this one here, the start of that wave. If that drops, and I did tell you that before, if we drop below 1700, we have to think about levels with 3 digits. Yeah, and Ethereum below $1,000 will then become realistic if you lose $1,700. So watch that level. So at the moment, I don't think it will drop. I think it will hold, but we need to be realistic. And if that level drops and doesn't hold, I think a lot of other cryptos, I mean, prices for these other cryptos, which are already at their minimum levels now, they will just drop much, much more. So at the moment, don't think it's going to happen, but never say never. And I just want to announce it, and that the $1,700 level is such an important level, because if we zoom out, you see that support level here gets lost at $1,700. It's a very, very important one. Yeah, this is where all of this wave played out. If you lose that wave, you have to go to the higher level wave count, and then we have to talk about completely different beginning levels for this for these Fibonacci's. And then you can look at here price range between 680 or 6. I didn't draw it accurately now, but somewhere around $650 and $1,100, unfortunately. Yeah, but even in this scenario, you will have to assume that then. So, but let's hope that won't happen, or maybe it will, and maybe we should hope for it, because then obviously you can get an Ethereum for $1,000, which would be amazing. But at the moment, it would also extend obviously the whole correction, right? So let's not necessarily hope it will happen. I'm gonna go with this as my primary scenario, and I'll definitely keep you updated. And if you want to have a more connection to a more positive crypto group, then make sure you check out the channel membership. I've never really seen a Telegram group that is so positive like this one. Really positive and really helpful, I think. So if you're interested in joining the community, check that out. Then you can get access to the Telegram live chat, also the Discord group, Discord server, and also a weekly live stream. We, by the way, have one weekly live stream today on Discord. You can also see my long-term outlook for Ethereum. I did publish that yesterday, and that's for all silver and gold channel members. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.